Hello everybody, today is a very rainy day. I'm just off to the gym, the sauna again. Yep, my head is feeling a little bit one of those heads today where you feel, oh my god, headache or something. Either slept too bad or something, and very boring, so there should be nothing more said than that. Ate a great deal today. It was one of those eating days, and 2 fried eggs and plenty of peanut butter and Marmite, and then stir fry yesterday was sort of interesting, but I didn't do a film on it because I thought no, it was too rubbish to stir fry. The reason it was rubbish was one, even if you can put together different things at the same time, watch a film, go into the kitchen, cook noodles, forget about noodles, come back and look at noodles, and noodles are then all stodged up, and you put the noodles in the drain and then sort of think, oh god, they're not going to drain because they were sort of thick, sort of like, it's like sticky, unbelievable. And yeah, so what I did is I just simply ate it, a little bit of it, got to near the end of it, and then I just thought, no, that's enough. Put it on the side under the table, sit there and just think about eating the other food. A bit excessive of me to have 2 types of food, but there we go. Watched 4 films, 2 of them yesterday, 2 today, taking them back, so I don't have much time to do this. And 2 of the films were the Wind Chill, which didn't work. Then I watched Cat People, so I'm taking that back. And really, I didn't watch Wind Chill, so I've obviously spent 3 or 4 attempts trying to get it to work. First attempt, let's see if it just plays through from all the adverts and just go through. Second attempt, okay, would it work if I forwarded it to the beginning menu part, tried it from the second scene. Third time, let's see if it works again. And I don't have the ability on the Xbox to watch films by forwarding them except to the scenes that they could get to, particular scenes. So what I do is I just simply have to see one scene by the next, which is annoying because sometimes if films work, you do forward it to a point where it might work. You might get to watch a bit more or something that wouldn't be shown on the next scene, between 2 scenes. So I have to take it back, see if it'll get buffed. If I go now, I'll get time to buff it. If I don't go soonish, I'm sure that it'll soon be 4, and by 4 I leave and get there at 4:30, and then 4:30 becomes 5 in no time at all, with the time that other people are standing there. Some people being tortoise-shaped head people. Hello there, I bought some books and I just thought, these books should have been, I shouldn't have been charged. Yeah. Another one said, oh hello, I've got my fruit hat on, isn't it lovely? And a little conversation about how lovely my fruit hat is, and I've just forgotten all the reason why to actually come and check things out here. But no, I thought this fruit hat was nicer than the other fruit hat because it's got little grapes in it, even though all of the fruits in the hat don't actually are fruits. Ah, brilliant. No, lady, please move on. There are things to be done here, And then you have sometimes at least 4 people. I think it's sometimes a little bit more gracious that if people are in a queue, that they don't come forward a time, then they just do consider milling about very close to the queue, and perhaps not even enjoying it, knowing that really people aren't going to bring too much. Most people are not inclined to spending many pounds at the same time, not spending too much time on too much things, because they're all working, most of the people who come there. And the people who may not be will probably have the ability to watch 6 films a week, not really more, unless they're completely addicted, which can be the case with me. And still, again, having said that, I obviously make the point that I am still looking for work. So, next new films to watch will be And the Ship Sails On, which has a disc featurette part to it, and it is also an interesting film about how the crew, or the sailing lot, get in trouble with a navy vessel, and then they have suffered the same blight, or a similar blight, except that in Titanic it suffers the course of hitting a one of those things in the ocean. I think my head really is not working today. This thing about not being able to drink, it's so hard, because sometimes the very thing in your brain that stops you from saying the word is something that's not nice. It's almost like the search for the word goes round something that's not helping. A part in the brain is not helping me. An iceberg, of course. Not an Antarctic, but an iceberg. And in this sense, what they suffer is simply not an iceberg, not an Antarctic, an iceberg, right? But they suffer the HMS Navy vessel, whatever it is. Okay. Anything I seem to say just seems so dull today, so I'm just going to carry on and go. And the painting needs to be done a little bit more. I keep on saying that so many times. I have actually been doing it. Just sometimes nothing seems worth doing with this treacly effect in my head. But it is worth it, because nothing can stop it. And it's just a process of time to see how it slowly passes. And no amount of eating will help you, so I might as well keep my provisions in certain kind of stock and carry on with a kind of gracefulness, involving a certain amount of addiction to book reading, because it makes my brain more pleasant, and humorous thoughts. Okay, I hope you enjoy this film. It wasn't the most exciting film, but then again, sometimes moderation is a very important thing in life.